Eevee, the adaptable heart of the Pokémon line. At the center of the Eeveelution family lies Eevee, a Pokémon whose simplicity belies its extraordinary potential. Introduced in Generation 1 during the Kanto era, Eevee quickly became a symbol of versatility, growth, and possibility. Unlike its evolved forms, which specialize in electricity, fire, darkness, psychic power, or other elemental traits, Eevee represents pure potential, the blank canvas from which countless destinies emerge. Its design, temperament, and narrative significance establish Eevee as more than just a base Pokémon. It is a Pokémon of choices, growth, and connection.
Eevee is a normal-type Pokémon characterized by its soft brown fur, bushy tail with a cream tip, and expressive eyes that convey both curiosity and loyalty. Pokédex entries highlight Eevee's unstable genetic makeup, capable of adapting to a variety of environmental pressures, which explains its numerous evolutionary paths. This adaptability is literally encoded in its DNA, allowing it to respond to stones, friendship, and environmental conditions to evolve into one of its many forms: Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Espeon, Umbreon, Leafeon, Glaceon, and Sylveon. Eevee's design communicates innocence and versatility. Its small, quadrupedal body, large ears, and fluffy tail evoke warmth and approachability, signaling a Pokémon that is both gentle and resilient. In the anime, Eevee is frequently portrayed as curious, affectionate, and eager to bond with trainers and other Pokémon alike. Its first appearance in The Battling Eevee Brothers, Episode 40 of Pokémon Indigo League, highlights its playful yet determined nature, showing Eevee as a central figure navigating challenges, companionship, and the pressures of choice.
In a normal game playthrough, Eevee's gameplay is defined by its adaptability. Early in a playthrough, it functions as a well-rounded Pokémon with balanced stats that allow for flexibility in battle. Its move pool includes normal-type staples like Quick Attack, Bite, and Takedown, while later games expand its potential with Elemental, Status, and Utility moves. Players often view Eevee as an exploratory Pokémon capable of filling multiple roles until a strategic evolution decision is made. The evolution mechanics for Eevee are diverse and narrative-driven. The Thunderstone sparks Jolteon's electricity. The Firestone ignites Flareon's flame. Friendship during day or night shapes Espeon and Umbreon. Environmental factors foster Leafeon and Glaceon. And emotional bonds unlock Sylveon's charm. Each method reflects the interplay between player choice, care, and context. In this way, Eevee's evolution is not just a gameplay moment, but a story moment, a reflection of the bond between Pokémon and trainer. While Eevee itself is rarely used in high-level competitive formats due to its unremarkable base stats, it occupies a unique niche in novelty, fun, and themed battles. Moves like Baton Pass or Adaptability Enhanced attacks allow it to act as a supportive pivot in casual play. Its real value is potential. Any Eevee can become a powerful force once evolved, giving trainers the satisfaction of nurturing growth and shaping strategy from the ground up.
In doubles, Eevee can perform a similar utility role, setting up allies or providing support while maintaining flexibility. Though it lacks raw, offensive, or defensive power in competitive contexts, its value lies in its adaptability, mirroring the core theme of the Pokémon itself. Eevee is a Pokémon whose story is written with choice, making it a unique participant in every trainer's journey. Eevee has appeared in numerous anime arcs, often highlighting its playful, loving, and sometimes mischievous personality. In the Indigo League, the episode The Battling Eevee Brothers features Eevee interacting with siblings who have already evolved, exploring themes of identity, growth, and the pressure of expectations. Eevee's struggles, triumphs, and eventual decisions to evolve are symbolic, demonstrating that evolution is as much a personal choice as a mechanical process. Later appearances in series like Pokémon Journeys show Eevee engaging in battles, forming bonds, and participating in adventures where its adaptability shines. Episodes often highlight its curiosity and empathy, positioning Eevee as both a protagonist and a lens through which audiences explore the themes of potential, friendship, and growth. Eevee has inspired deep fan engagement due to its unique evolutionary potential. Its design, a mix of fox-like features, small body, and soft, approachable fur, suggests innocence, agility, and resilience. Fans interpret Eevee as the embodiment of potentiality and choice, a Pokémon that represents freedom, adaptability, and the journey of self-discovery.
In fan art and narratives, Eevee is often depicted exploring new terrains, forming bonds with diverse Pokémon, or contemplating its evolutionary options. Its symbolism as the Pokémon of possibilities resonates strongly within the fandom, inspiring stories, cosplays, and a sense of nostalgia across generations. Eevee is often portrayed as the starting point of countless adventures, a reminder that the future is shaped by decisions, care, and circumstance. For your team, Eevee's strengths lie in its flexibility and accessibility. Its normal typing allows it to endure neutral encounters, and its varied move pool provides modest coverage and utility early in the game. The true strength of Eevee emerges once evolution is chosen. The base form serves as a foundation for specialized power, whether speed, firepower, psychic acuity, stealth, natural harmony, ice mastery, or empathetic charm. Its weaknesses are those of a baseline Pokémon, low base stats relative to evolved forms, and vulnerability to common offensive types. Trainers mitigate these weaknesses by nurturing Eevee and making informed evolution decisions. The rewards of Eeveelution's highly specialized forms are emblematic of Eevee's central theme: patience, care, and the thoughtful shaping of potential. Eevee's legacy remains one of the most iconic Pokémon in the franchise. Its centrality to the evolution line, combination of approachable design and narrative potential, and thematic resonance as a Pokémon of adaptability have ensured its enduring popularity. Eevee symbolizes the journey itself, embodying themes of growth, choice, and the bonds between trainer and Pokémon. Across games, anime, and fandom, Eevee is more than a Pokémon. It is a representation of possibility, a reminder that every choice matters, and a companion whose potential can blossom into many forms. Its legacy is not just evolutionary, but symbolic of a heart at the center of the Pokémon world, inspiring trainers to explore, nurture, and decide their own path.
Eevee exemplifies the essence of potential, choice, and adaptability. Unlike its siblings whose strengths manifest in elemental power, speed, stealth, or elegance, Eevee represents the origin, the blank canvas from which every journey begins. Its design, temperament, and evolution mechanics encourage care, exploration, and thoughtful decision-making. In every game, anime episode, and fan story, Eevee serves as a reminder that growth is shaped by bonds, context, and choice. It is the heart of the Eeveelution line, a Pokémon of infinite possibility, endlessly adaptable, and eternally beloved. From its curious eyes to its bushy tail,
Eevee embodies the promise that every path, no matter which evolution it leads to, can be extraordinary.
Jolteon, the spark of lightning in the Eeveelution line. In the grand tapestry of Pokémon evolution, there is perhaps no figure more striking in both design and temperament than Jolteon. Introduced in Generation 1, the Kanto region's first era of Pokémon, Jolteon took its place as one of the original 3 evolutions of the adaptable Eevee. From the moment it burst onto the scene, its electric energy demanded attention not only for what it could do in battle, but for how it embodied a paradox: sleek speed, yet explosive power; loyal companion, yet temperamental spirit. Jolteon evolves from its base form, Eevee, when that Eevee is exposed to a Thunderstone. In the original generation of Pokémon Red and Blue, this evolution method captured a new layer of excitement, evolution not driven only by level, but by item. Once the spark of that stone touched Eevee, the result was Jolteon, a bright yellow, spiky-furred creature that seemed literally charged with potential. According to Pokédex entries, Jolteon's cells generate a low level of electricity, but its fur, made of bristles that behave like electrical needles, amplifies that charge and allows it to discharge thunderous bolts when agitated. Many entries mention how its fur stands on end when about to unleash power, and how negative ions accumulate in the atmosphere around it before an attack. The design of Jolteon reflects this energy in every detail. Its rabbit-like ears stand tall and alert, its eyes sharp and attentive. The spiky fur radiates outward like a captured lightning bolt frozen mid-burst. In the anime, a Jolteon under the ownership of Sparky first appeared in the episode The Battling Eevee Brothers, episode 40 of Pokémon Indigo League, first aired in Japan on April 16, 1998, where it faced off alongside its Eevee brothers in electric-charged sibling rivalry.
When a trainer in a main series game elects to evolve Eevee into Jolteon, the change is immediate and distinct, a shift towards speed, specialization, and electric prowess. In a typical playthrough, especially in Generation 1 or later games, choosing Jolteon often means opting for a Pokémon that can outspeed many threats, land powerful electric attacks, and take advantage of terrain or movesets that support its agility. The high speed stat allows it to strike quickly, often before an opponent can act, which makes it excellent for cleaning up weakened foes or taking advantage of an opening. Moves such as Thunderbolt or Thunder are natural staples, capitalizing on its electric-type strength and high special attack in later generations where special attack is differentiated. Its ability to exploit items like a life orb or choice specs further emphasizes that cleanup role in later games. In a single-player adventure, a well-trained Jolteon can carry a team through a gym that features water, flying, or even dual-type Pokémon weak to electric, leveraging its speed to neutralize threats before they act. Moreover, its relatively light evolution requirement, just a Thunderstone, means trainers can evolve Eevee early and have a potent special attacker ready for mid-game challenges. Its design invites the player to use it as a fast strike unit, lead into electric moves, exploit paralysis or status effects if possible, and switch out if it faces a ground type or other clear counter. In many playthroughs, the thrill of that lightning bolt, those needle-like hairs standing on end before unleashing power, becomes a memorable moment. In competitive formats, Jolteon occupies a more nuanced niche. In singles play, its greatest asset is speed, with a base speed stat among the highest for non-legendary Pokémon in many generations. It can outrun a large portion of the field, allowing it to strike first or pivot out with moves like Volt Switch. According to usage data, Jolteon often carries moves such as Volt Switch, Hidden Power Ice for ground or dragon coverage, and Shadow Ball for versatility, and uses held items like Life Orb or Choice Specs to amplify damage. Its common ability, Volt Absorb, also adds a layer of survivability. By absorbing incoming electric attacks, Jolteon can turn a disadvantage into an advantage, healing itself instead of taking damage.
Combined with high speed and strong special attack, this gives it the profile of a glass hammer. Strike hard and fast, and then potentially pivot out. In team composition, Jolteon can exploit electric terrain or partner with Pokémon that set up that terrain, or use its speed to chip away at weakened opponents.
In doubles, however, Jolteon sees more mixed success. Its speed is still valuable, but the rise of threats with priority or terrain control often hinder its effectiveness. Many players note that Jolteon is outclassed by almost every other popular electric-type pick in doubles. Yet used creatively, such as in a paraflinch strategy combining Jolteon with a Pokémon that uses Earthquake or other spread moves, Jolteon can surprise opponents by leveraging its speed and supportive moveset to disrupt the opposition. In short, while not always top tier in doubles, Jolteon deserves respect for its capacity to shine when built with purpose. In the anime, Jolteon's fiery and electric personality often mirrors its gameplay attributes. In its debut in the battling Eevee brothers, the Jolteon character stands out not only for its speed and attacks, but for a narrative role that examines identity. The younger brother's reluctance to evolve his Eevee, despite the pressure, contrasted against odd sibling rivalry and eventual triumph. The episode underscores that evolution is a choice, not a chore. Later appearances show Jolteon used by trainers in a variety of contexts, as a sheepdog for Magnemite on a ranch in Get Along, Little Pokémon, where its Thunder Wave kept the Magnemite in line, and as a gym battle piece in Sinnoh's Volkner vs. Ash episode. These appearances emphasize Jolteon's quick reflexes, utility, and its tension between speed and control. In the Pokémon Journey series, an episode titled The Pokémon Circus, Flareon and Jolteon sees a Jolteon participating in performance art, leveraging electric spectacle for showmanship. Beyond the canonical facts, Jolteon has stirred the imaginations of fans and lore seekers alike. There is speculation that its design was inspired by electric eels, porcupine-like quills, and the natural phenomenon of static electricity. Some descriptive entries mention that Jolteon's fur bristles like needles and can actually be launched at opponents, an idea echoed in fan concept art and stories, where Jolteon's quills float around it like charged particles.
In fan communities, Jolteon is sometimes seen as the embodiment of raw kinetic energy among the Eeveelutions, where Vaporeon is elegance, Flareon is power and warmth, Jolteon is speed and electric unpredictability. This archetype has given rise to countless fan artworks depicting it racing across barren fields, lightning crackling in its wake, or standing atop pylons electrified by thunderstorms. Articles note that its designed spiky fur, lightning bolt silhouette is meant to evoke the moment just before lightning strikes. Interview excerpts and translation of developer commentary reveal that the original Eevee family, including Jolteon and Flareon, were designed by Motofumi Fujiwara, while Vaporeon was by Atsuko Nishida. Although direct quotes on Jolteon's inspiration are sparse, fans interpret the clusters of charged quills, high-strung demeanor, and electrical theme as referencing iconic lightning imagery in folklore, such as the thunderbeast Raiju of Japanese myth, a creature said to ride lightning and be surrounded by static crackle. In such lore-based reinterpretations, Jolteon becomes less a simple Pokémon and more a modern mythic entity, high-tension fur bristling, negative ions swirling around, ready to release its storm. In forums, a recurring motif is that Jolteon charges when its mood changes, a reference drawn directly from Pokédex descriptions stating that each time its mood fluctuates, it builds power. Fans often interpret this as meaning Jolteon reflects emotional turbulence, quick to spark, quick to change. In this way, it becomes symbolic of youthful energy, volatility, and the drive to strike fast.
Some art pieces even depict Jolteon during calm moments, a curled-up form under a starry sky contrasting its usual speed with a moment of rest, as if even a bolt of lightning deserves a quiet night. For a trainer building a team around Jolteon, the key strength lies first in speed, no matter the generation. Its ability to hit before most foes opens up strategic opportunities. The electric typing combines well with many types that pose threats to other partners, water, flying, etc. In a regular playthrough, evolving Eevee into Jolteon early provides that quick strike option, letting you clear gym battles or routes faster, exploit Thunderstone evolution convenience, and enjoy versatile coverage. Having moves like Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, Shadow Ball, or even early Volt Switch empowers jolts of damage or pivoting.
However, Jolteon is not without its vulnerabilities. Ground-type attacks are its mortal enemy. No amount of speed can fully negate the type disadvantage, so pairing it with a ground-resistant partner is often prudent. In high-level competitive play, while its speed is still remarkable, the competitive metagame often demands more: stronger bulk, better coverage, or more utility than Jolteon's specialization alone. That said, it remains viable when built well with proper itemization, EV spread, team synergy, and prediction skills. For instance, in a singles game, a timid Jolteon with choice specs and Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, or Hidden Power Ice can threaten many meta-relevant Pokémon. In doubles, it may shine when paired with partners that can invoke electric terrain or control opposing ground threats, allowing Jolteon to strike freely.
Jolteon's legacy spans over 2 decades into the Pokémon franchise. Jolteon remains one of the most recognizable and celebrated of the Eeveelutions. Its crisp design, electric motif, and speed-first personality ensure it stands out in a cast of many evolutions. It has inspired fan art, competitive teams, and nostalgic memories of early game playthroughs. In a broader sense, Jolteon exemplifies one of Pokémon's core themes: evolution as change, not necessarily better, but different. For many trainers, choosing Jolteon is choosing the lightning path, a fast, precise route with risks and rewards. In games, media, and fandom, Jolteon occupies a place of quicksilver brilliance. It reminds us that sometimes the fastest strike matters more than the heaviest blow. And in the quiet moments between storms, after the fur has settled and the ions dissipated, Jolteon stands, ears up, fur still tingling, ready for the next bolt.
Vaporeon, the aquatic evolution of Eevee. From the moment its shimmering body appears beneath the water's surface, Vaporeon exudes an air of quiet mystery and graceful power. Introduced in Generation 1 of the Pokémon world, this water-type evolution of Eevee stands as one of the original trio of Eeveelutions, yet possesses a depth of lore, capability, and fan fascination that stretches far beyond its first appearance. To truly appreciate Vaporeon is to dive into the currents of its design, its companions and opponents, its presence in the anime, its role in the games and competitive scene, and the many speculative tales that fans have spun around it. Vaporeon's story begins with its genetics. In the Pokédex, voices insist that Vaporeon's cellular makeup is remarkably similar to water molecules, its body able to melt away into water, become invisible within lakes or seas, and seamlessly blend with aquatic life. One entry from the game states, "Its cells are composed of units much like water molecules. It lives close to water and is often mistaken for a mermaid." Another states that when its fins begin to vibrate, rain will follow soon. This capacity, not just for adaptation, but for environment symbiosis, imbues Vaporeon with a mythic aura, part guardian of the waters, part creature of hidden tides. When Vaporeon was introduced in the original games, Pokémon Red and Blue, in the Kanto region, it stood alongside its siblings Jolteon and Flareon as alternative evolutions of Eevee, unlocked by the Water Stone. In that moment, the franchise offered trainers a choice not just of strength, but of style. Will I pursue fire, electricity, or water? For many, selecting Vaporeon meant choosing elegance, patience, and a kind of stealthy grace rather than brute force. In a typical story playthrough, evolving your Eevee into Vaporeon offers you a high HP stat, strong special attacks in later generations, and the ability to cover a variety of challenges with moves like Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, or Surf. It becomes a companion who can traverse waters, rescue Pokémon across rivers, and accompany a trainer through marshes, lakes, and even sea routes with fluid ease. In the single-player experience, Vaporeon's evolution is often available early enough that a trainer can plan for water routes, gyms with fire or ground overtones, or even make use of Vaporeon in long surf segments. Its large base HP and respectable special attack allow it to stand in longer fights, absorb hits, and strike back. For many players, the moment when Vaporeon first emerges from its stone is a kind of quiet revelation, where the usual dog or cat-type design of Eevee transforms into something amphibious, aquatic, fins shimmering, tail fins sweeping, and suddenly the world opens up.
But Vaporeon is not just a tranquil sprite in the stream. It also carries considerable competitive merit. While not always the most dominant water type in high-tier play, Vaporeon occupies a niche of durability and utility. Its ability, Water Absorb, or in some generations, its hidden ability, Hydration, gives it a tool for sustaining over a long match. By absorbing incoming water-type attacks, it can heal and remain in battle longer. In singles formats, Vaporeon often functions as a bulky special attacker or support wall, taking hits, setting up with Acid Armor or Wish in older generations, or hitting hard with Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, while surviving thanks to its bulk. Some competitive guides comment that its mutation into fins and gills, as the Pokédex suggests, allows it to live underwater and thus resist certain threats, translating in battle to the idea that Vaporeon is tougher than many water types at first glance. In doubles, Vaporeon can combine with partners who threaten ground or electric types, use its size and water type to manipulate terrain or weather, rain teams, and serve as a pivot or switch-in that distracts opponents from more frail allies. While more fragile in modern metagames, a well-covered Vaporeon remains a surprising and dependable pick. The anime has given Vaporeon some of its most memorable moments. Its earliest significant appearance came in episode 40 of Pokémon Indigo League, titled The Battling Eevee Brothers. In that episode, Ash and his friends encounter a family of brothers, each of whom own a different Eeveelution. Vaporeon, alongside Jolteon and Flareon, features among the siblings' Pokémon. The narrative emphasizes brotherly rivalry, expectation, and personal choice, mirroring Vaporeon's design as an evolution whose path can be chosen. More than once, the episode highlights how Vaporeon's aquatic capabilities allow it to surprise and overcome foes, not just by raw power, but via cunning and adaptation. Over the years, Vaporeon appears in episodes such as The Ultimate Test and On Olden Pond, where its calm underwater ability to melt into water and surprise opponents, are dramatized. These portrayals reinforce Vaporeon's identity as a water creature first, Pokémon second. Yet beneath the canonical facts lies a rich seam of fan lore. Many fans speculate that Vaporeon's ability to melt into water is more than metaphorical, that its body literally becomes water for a moment, making it invisible to foes. This speculation is grounded in the Pokédex entry. Its cell composition is similar to water molecules. As a result, it can melt away into water. In welding this to fan imagination, some stories depict Vaporeon diving into lakes at dusk, only its fins showing above, the rest of its body dissolving like mist. Others treat Vaporeon as guardian of hidden springs, watching over water Pokémon and rescuing them from pollution or menace. One frequent fan theory is that Vaporeon is the guardian of the rain,
its fins trembling ahead of a storm, signaling rain within hours. That notion is lifted directly from entries that say, when Vaporeon's fins begin to vibrate, it is a sign that rain will come within a few hours. As a result, some fan-made manga or illustrations show Vaporeon perched on a rocky shoreline, tail fins shimmering as clouds gather, turning the scene into one of mythic portent rather than simple battle. Design inspiration for Vaporeon reflects both aquatic creatures and mythology. Its tail fin is often compared to that of a dolphin or whale, and its sleek body, webbed fins, and frill around its neck evoke mermaids and sea serpents. The idea that a land-based mammal, Eevee, could evolve into something that swims as well as it walks seems to speak to the franchise's broader theme of adaptation and growth. Some historians of Pokémon design credit Atsuko Nishida with Vaporeon's initial design, infusing the aquatic motif into Eevee's flexible template. Thus, Vaporeon stands as a testament to fusion, mammalian grace meeting aqueous power.
In gameplay through the course of a story mode, a trainer may raise an Eevee with the intention of evolving it into Vaporeon, perhaps waiting until a Water Stone is obtained or evolving early for route coverage. Once evolved, Vaporeon can wear moves that leverage its water type: Surf, allowing pathing across lakes; Hydro Pump, high power but lower accuracy; Ice Beam, to deal with grass and dragon types; and sometimes Acid Armor, to raise its defense, reflecting lore that its cells mimic water molecules. As the story progresses, Vaporeon may serve as a mid to late game stalwart, able to take big hits and dish them back, especially when paired with Pokémon that handle its weaknesses, electric and grass types. Trainers often appreciate how Vaporeon can traverse water, lend versatility to teams, and provide a reliable pivot in double battles. In the competitive arena, Vaporeon performs well when built as a bulky tank or support pivot. A typical set in singles might include Eevee investment in HP and special defense or attack, using Aqua Ring or Wish to recover, Protect to stall, and Scald or Hydro Pump to threaten. Hidden Power Grass or Ice may cover counter types. While Vaporeon's speed is lower than many threats, it compensates via bulk and utility. On rain teams, Vaporeon can act as a secondary sweep or support, coordinating with Pokémon that set rain or leverage it. In doubles, Vaporeon often pairs with a partner that deals with its electric weakness, such as a ground or dragon type, or one that can set up rain, giving Vaporeon extra hits and longevity. Some creative builds incorporate Yawn plus Surf plus Protect to stall opponents and force switch-ins. Although it may not top usage charts like some sweepers, Vaporeon's combination of water mastery and resilience makes it a dark horse. Beyond stats and strategy, Vaporeon's emotional resonance remains strong. Many trainers recall the first time their Eevee evolved into Vaporeon and their team suddenly gained access to water routes in aquatic areas previously unreachable. The visual shift from terrestrial to aquatic evokes a sense of transformation and discovery. The memory of that first surf or hidden island moment lingers. In fan art and communities, Vaporeon often appears at dawn or dusk by the shoreline, fins shimmering, watching waves roll in, perhaps contemplating its next evolution, although it already is evolved, or the next challenge. In the broader Pokémon canon, Vaporeon represents not just water power, but the idea of adaptation, that a creature designed for land can transform into one of the seas, merging mammal and fish, tailfin and fur, shore and surf. Its electromolecular motif suggests it is part water, part living being, and wholly extraordinary. In conclusion, Vaporeon stands amongst the Eeveelutions as the silent, deep, flowing force, the one who dives into the deep when others soar or blaze. It is at home beneath the waves, comfortable in calm lakes or swirling sea storms. Whether in the story of a lone trainer traversing water routes or in the high-stakes arena of competitive battles, Vaporeon's blend of elegance, power, and mythic presence endures. To choose Vaporeon is to embrace the tide, to flow with change, and to merge with the depths. And when the moonlight glints on the water and the fins of Vaporeon flicker silently beneath the surface, we are reminded that sometimes true strength lies not in speed or fire, but in still moving depths. Flareon, the fiery evolution of Eevee. Flareon, known as the Flame Pokémon, is a striking embodiment of warmth, energy, and power. From its first appearance in the Pokémon world, Flareon captures attention with its bushy tail, fluffy mane, and bright, ember-like eyes. This fire-type evolution of Eevee is not just a transformation, it is a testament to Eevee's incredible adaptability and the mystical power of elemental stones. Flareon is classified as the Flame Pokémon and is assigned the National Pokédex number 136. It evolves from Eevee when exposed to a firestone, transforming from a small, gentle, and somewhat vulnerable creature into a radiant being wreathed in flames. The Pokédex consistently highlights Flareon's heat-generating ability. Its internal body temperature can soar to over 1,650 degrees Fahrenheit, making its fur a literal furnace. This heat is not merely for defense. Flareon can radiate warmth to its trainer and allies, providing comfort in cold climates and a blazing presence in battle. Its fiery coat and mane glow with an almost sentient intensity, reacting to its mood and the environment around it. Flareon's design embodies the quintessential fiery essence of a flame Pokémon. Its fur is a vivid red-orange with a large, fluffy tail resembling a burning torch and a cream-colored mane that frames its face with regal elegance. Unlike Jolteon or Vaporeon, which display speed and fluidity, Flareon's presence is grounded, steady, and commanding. Trainers often describe a feeling of both awe and warmth when encountering a Flareon, as if standing beside a living, breathing campfire. Its paws are strong and resilient, allowing it to traverse rocky terrains and withstand intense heat with ease. Flareon's personality is as fiery as its appearance. It is fiercely loyal and protective, especially of those it considers family. While generally calm when at ease, Flareon can erupt into passionate bursts of energy during battle, demonstrating both power and intelligence. Unlike some Pokémon, who rely solely on brute strength, Flareon combines strategy with its elemental abilities, creating dynamic and adaptable battle styles. Flareon's first anime appearance came in the classic Pokémon series, in the episode The Flame Pokémon-a-thon. In this episode, Ash and his companions encounter a Flareon that was part of a fire Pokémon competition. The episode highlights Flareon's unique temperament. It is friendly and playful, but possesses a fiery competitive streak. Viewers witness Flareon racing through obstacles, dodging attacks, and using moves like Ember and Flamethrower with precision. The episode also shows the close bond Flareon forms with trainers who respect its fiery spirit, illustrating that trust and understanding are essential in nurturing this powerful Pokémon. Another memorable anime moment featuring Flareon occurs when it aids in protecting a village from a wildfire. In this narrative, Flareon demonstrates a rare form of intelligence and empathy. It creates controlled bursts of flame to clear debris while protecting weaker Pokémon and humans from harm. This scene underscores the duality of Flareon's nature. It can be both a fierce force of destruction and a guardian of warmth and safety.
Flareon's evolution from Eevee is a spectacle of elemental transformation. Unlike Jolteon, whose electricity crackles and jumps during evolution, or Vaporeon, whose body shimmers with aquatic energy, Flareon undergoes a radiant, almost ceremonial change. When Eevee is exposed to a firestone, flames seem to ignite within its fur, cascading outward in a brilliant display of red and gold. Its mane and tail puff up, glowing brighter with each heartbeat. Trainers who witness this transformation often describe it as mesmerizing, a living embodiment of fire's raw, untamed beauty. Training a Flareon requires both patience and respect for its elemental nature. Due to its extreme body heat, harsh training methods can easily harm it, but consistent, positive reinforcement and gentle guidance allow Flareon to reach its full potential. Experienced trainers often pair Flareon with moves that balance offense and defense. For instance, combining Flamethrower with Quick Attack allows Flareon to strike decisively, while moves like Fire Spin and Will-O-Wisp give it strategic control over battle flow. Its versatility makes it a formidable partner in competitive environments,
capable of adapting to a variety of battle situations. In the wild, Flareon is typically found in warmer climates, often residing near volcanic regions, rocky cliffs, and sunny meadows. Unlike some Pokémon who rely on packs, Flareon can thrive alone, drawing energy from the sun and ambient heat. It is known to bask in sunlight for extended periods, absorbing warmth that further intensifies its fiery abilities. Despite its solitary tendencies, Flareon can form deep bonds with trainers and Pokémon companions, displaying loyalty and courage unmatched by many of its peers. Flareon's interaction with its environment is both instinctual and intelligent. It can detect subtle temperature changes, using its flames to ward off predators or signal danger. In snowy or cold areas, Flareon has been observed melting ice to create shelter for smaller Pokémon, demonstrating a nurturing side that contrasts with its fearsome appearance. Its fur is self-healing in the sense that it maintains an insulating layer against extreme heat or cold, allowing it to survive in diverse terrains while remaining combat-ready. Flareon's moveset emphasizes its mastery over fire. Classic attacks include Flamethrower, a precise and powerful jet of fire that can incinerate obstacles and opponents. Fire Spin traps foes in a swirling vortex of flame, controlling the battlefield. Bite, a combination of physical attack and strategy used to outmaneuver tougher opponents. Quick Attack allows Flareon to strike swiftly, taking advantage of opponents' vulnerabilities.
Its abilities further enhance its reputation. Flareon's Flash Fire ability makes it immune to fire-type attacks while boosting its own firepower, a perfect trait for countering opponents of similar elemental nature. In battles, this ability allows Flareon to turn the heat of the moment into an advantage, demonstrating both instinctive survival and tactical intelligence. Beyond the Pokédex and anime appearances, Flareon occupies a special place in trainer hearts. Its fiery presence symbolizes courage, transformation, and the warmth of companionship. In games, Flareon is often a sought-after evolution for Eevee due to its striking appearance and high attack stats. Collectors and trainers alike appreciate its dual nature, a creature capable of both overwhelming power and gentle warmth. Flareon also appears in special Pokémon lore and side stories. In some myths, it is said that Flareon's fiery mane can heal those who were chilled or suffering from cold ailments, acting as a natural warmth bringer. Others recount tales of Flareon leading lost Pokémon back to safety by lighting dark paths with its glowing fur, a living torch in dangerous terrains. While Flareon's strength is undeniable, it does come with challenges. Its high body temperature means that improper care or neglect can lead to overheating or exhaustion. Trainers must provide frequent rest and access to cooler environments to maintain Flareon's peak condition. Moreover, Flareon can sometimes act impulsively in battle, its fiery temper flaring when provoked. Successful trainers learn to harness this energy, channeling it into disciplined strategies that maximize Flareon's offensive and defensive capabilities. Competitive trainers often focus on building a Flareon with a mix of physical and special attacks. A balanced moveset might include Flare Blitz for raw damage, Will-O-Wisp for debilitation, and Protect for tactical retreats. This combination highlights Flareon's adaptability. Though its strength lies in fire, it is a Pokémon that can learn to plan, outwit, and dominate opponents with careful preparation. Flareon has left an enduring legacy in the Pokémon franchise. Its fiery appearance and strong personality make it an iconic Eeveelution, representing the elemental power of fire in the broader Pokémon world. Fans celebrate Flareon for its loyalty, courage, and striking design. Merchandise, fan art, and cosplay frequently feature Flareon's distinctive mane and tail, cementing its place in Pokémon culture. In storytelling, Flareon embodies the theme of transformation and potential. From the gentle, adaptable Eevee to the blazing Flareon, the evolution process is symbolic of growth, courage, and discovering one's inner strength. Flareon is not just a Pokémon to battle with, it is a companion that inspires awe and admiration, challenging trainers to rise to its fiery standard. Flareon stands as a remarkable testament to Eevee's evolutionary versatility and the elemental forces that shape the Pokémon world. With its radiant flames, commanding presence, and fierce loyalty, Flareon embodies the spirit of fire itself, both destructive and nurturing, wild yet disciplined. Whether basking in sunlight, battling rivals, or protecting its friends, Flareon's legacy burns brightly in the hearts of trainers and fans alike. In every flame it casts, one can see not just the heat of battle, but the warmth of companionship, making Flareon a Pokémon whose story continues to ignite imagination and admiration across generations.
We leave the Kanto region and take our travels to Johto, where we meet our next Eeveelution, and my personal favorite, Umbreon, the shadowy guardian of the Eeveelution 9. In the expansive tapestry of Pokémon evolution, Umbreon stands as perhaps the most mysterious and enigmatic figure among the Eeveelutions. Introduced in Generation 2 during the Johto era, Umbreon captured the imagination of trainers with its sleek, midnight black design, its glowing golden rings, and its quiet, calculating temperament. Unlike its more explosive or flashy siblings, Umbreon embodies patience, stealth, and shadowed power, an evolution that emphasizes subtlety, endurance, and the quiet intensity of the night. Umbreon evolves from Eevee not through an elemental stone, but via a deep bond of friendship achieved during nighttime. This evolution method added a layer of mystique and strategy to the franchise. Evolution as a reward for care, trust, and patience. Once Eevee evolves into Umbreon, it becomes a jet-black, quadrupedal creature, its body adorned with luminescent golden rings that glow when it feels strong emotions, danger, or anger. Pokédex entries describe Umbreon as a nocturnal Pokémon whose fur absorbs moonlight and darkness, allowing it to hide seamlessly in shadows. It is capable of emitting a soft, eerie glow from its rings to intimidate foes or signal allies. According to lore, Umbreon can silently stalk its prey or enemies, moving without a sound and striking only when the moment is optimal. This calculated nature is what makes Umbreon an exemplar of patience and strategy in both the Pokémon world and gameplay. The design itself is deliberate in communicating these traits. The smooth black fur contrasts with the glowing rings, giving Umbreon an ethereal, almost supernatural appearance. Its piercing red eyes are alert and intelligent, hinting at the cunning and awareness that define its behavior. In the anime, Umbreon's first significant appearance came in the Johto Journey's era, often portrayed as a quiet, loyal, yet formidable companion, exemplifying both mystery and protective instinct. Evolving Eevee into Umbreon in-game offers a unique experience compared to other Eeveelutions. Because its evolution is tied to friendship and nighttime, trainers must invest in nurturing Eevee, giving it care, battling alongside it, and leveling it up under moonlit hours. This process fosters an immediate connection between trainer and Pokémon, making the moment of evolution feel earned and almost magical. Umbreon's stats make it a defensive and strategic powerhouse rather than a direct attacker. Its high defense and special defense allow it to withstand repeated attacks, while moves like Feint Attack, Toxic, and Protect emphasize strategic play rather than brute force. Trainers in single-player games often use Umbreon to outlast difficult opponents, slowly wearing them down while maintaining control of the battlefield. Its unique nocturnal evolution also means that players frequently discover new ways to utilize Eevee, turning the timing of battles and exploration into tactical opportunities.
Moves like Moonlight, which heals Umbreon under the moon, or Confuse Ray, which disrupts opponents, play into its role as a methodical combatant. Unlike Jolteon or Flareon, Umbreon excels in drawn-out fights where patience, prediction, and status control outweigh immediate offensive power.
Its ability, Synchronize, reflects its defensive and retaliatory theme, passing status conditions back to foes and reinforcing the sense of Umbreon as a reactive, intelligent guardian. In competitive play, Umbreon shines as a tanky, defensive pivot. In singles formats, it functions as a stall or support Pokémon, capable of absorbing hits and gradually crippling opponents with Toxic, Moonlight, or Protect. Its relatively moderate attack and special attack stats mean it rarely functions as a primary offensive threat, but its high defenses make it difficult to remove without careful planning. Trainers often equip Umbreon with items like Leftovers or Black Sludge to maximize its longevity. Its ability, Synchronize, offers strategic advantages against status-inducing foes, punishing attempts to paralyze, burn, or poison Umbreon. This defensive playstyle makes Umbreon a patient predator, turning enemy aggression into disadvantage. It synergizes well with partners that can force switches or provide coverage for its weaknesses. In doubles, Umbreon's defensive traits remain valuable, but the fast-paced nature of doubles battles and the prevalence of priority moves can sometimes limit its effectiveness. Creative strategies, however, such as pairing Umbreon with spread damage allies or weather setters, can allow it to shine, controlling opponents while enduring pressure. Its role in competitive formats remains defined by patience, prediction, and the intelligent use of time-tested defensive tools. Umbreon's anime portrayals often mirror its in-game strengths. Its quiet, deliberate demeanor translates into moments of suspense and strategy on screen. In Johto Journeys, Umbreon evolves from a highly bonded Eevee during a nighttime scene, emphasizing the importance of care, trust, and loyalty. Episodes frequently highlight Umbreon's ability to move silently, guard allies, or outsmart opponents rather than overpower them. These portrayals cement Umbreon as both a guardian and a strategist, a Pokémon whose strength is measured not by flashy moves, but by timing, foresight, and reliability. Later appearances in series such as Pokémon Chronicles reinforce this, showing Umbreon as a calm yet formidable presence, often juxtaposed against more aggressive or impulsive Pokémon. Umbreon has inspired significant fan lore and speculation regarding its design and mythos. Its sleek, dark silhouette and glowing rings evoke lunar symbolism, nocturnal guardianship, and even mythological creatures of shadow and night. Fans often drop parallels to moonlit wolves or foxes, creatures that prowl silently under the stars, emphasizing vigilance and protective instincts.
Its behavior has been described in fan works as the archetype of calm intelligence among Eeveelutions. Where Vaporeon is grace, Flareon is passion, and Jolteon is raw energy, Umbreon is measured, deliberate, and cunning. It embodies the strategy-first philosophy, inspiring artwork, fan fiction, and creative depictions of stealthy nighttime adventures.
Umbreon's core strengths lie in durability, status control, and long-term strategy. Its dark typing allows it to resist psychic moves while punishing ghostly or sneaky opponents. In single-player campaigns, this makes Umbreon ideal for routes or gym battles that require patience and tactical thinking. Its moveset supports a methodical style, slowly whittling down opponents or outlasting them in drawn-out battles. However, Umbreon's offensive limitations are notable. Without strong physical or special attack stats, it relies on clever status and attrition tactics. Players must pair Umbreon with allies that can cover weaknesses, such as fighting or bug-type threats, to prevent its role as a defensive pivot from being undermined. In high-level play, proper Eevee spreads, move selection, and predictive skill are essential to maximize its utility. Umbreon's enduring appeal lies in its combination of mystery, elegance, and strategic depth. Over multiple generations, it has remained one of the most iconic Eeveelutions, loved for its nocturnal aesthetic, intellectual battle style, and loyal, enigmatic nature. Its design and lore make it a favorite among fans who appreciate subtlety, intelligence, and a commanding presence that does not need flashiness to inspire respect. In cultural and fan contexts, Umbreon is seen as the embodiment of nighttime vigilance, a Pokémon that thrives in darkness, watches over companions, and strikes decisively only when necessary. Its appeal extends beyond gameplay into art, storytelling, and the Pokémon community at large, securing its place as a memorable and revered member of the Eevee evolutionary family. Umbreon represents a fascinating evolution in both gameplay and narrative terms. Its nocturnal evolution, patient strategy, and quiet strength contrast with the flashy and immediate power of its siblings, highlighting the diverse potential of Eevee's transformations. For trainers, Umbreon is more than a Pokémon. It is a companion that rewards trust, intelligence, and patience, embodying the power of calm observation, loyal protection, and the silent, enduring strength of the night. Whether in the shadows of a gym battle, on a moonlit route, or within fan imagination, Umbreon continues to captivate audiences with its glowing rings, a beacon of quiet, unwavering resolve in the ever-expanding Pokémon universe.
In the intricate web of Pokémon evolution, Espeon shines as a symbol of intellect, foresight, and elegance. Introduced in Generation 2 during the Johto era, Espeon quickly distinguished itself among the Eeveelutions for its psychic abilities, graceful appearance, and bond-driven evolution. Where Jolteon crackles with speed, Flareon radiates fiery energy, and Umbreon stalks silently in the night, Espeon embodies clarity, perception, and mental precision, a Pokémon whose power is as much about insight as it is about offense. Espeon evolves from Eevee through deep friendship during daytime, contrasting with Umbreon's nocturnal requirements. This evolution method emphasized trust, care, and environmental awareness, rewarding trainers who nurture Eevee with both attention and companionship. Once evolved, Espeon manifests as a sleek, lilac-furred quadruped with large, expressive ears, a forked tail, and a red gem on its forehead, a focal point for its psychic powers. Pokédex entries describe Espeon as extraordinarily intelligent, capable of predicting opponents' actions before they occur. Its gem acts as a conduit for its psychic energy, allowing it to amplify attacks like Psychic, sense danger, and even anticipate its trainer's commands or mood changes. Espeon's temperament is calm and poised, yet fiercely loyal. It is a Pokémon that thrives on the emotional and mental bond it shares with its trainer. Design-wise, Espeon's sleek build, elegant tail, and graceful movements communicate both intelligence and agility. Its violet coat and bright, attentive eyes suggest sophistication and mental acuity, while the red gem adds a mystical, almost regal quality. In the anime, Espeon is often portrayed as serene, thoughtful, and highly responsive to the emotions of its trainer, serving as both companion and protector in moments of psychic challenge. In a normal game playthrough, choosing to evolve Eevee into Espeon offers both aesthetic and strategic rewards. Its evolution is visually striking. Eevee's soft brown fur is replaced with Espeon's violet sleekness, and the characteristic psychic gem materializes on its forehead. In-game, Espeon's stats emphasize high special attack and speed, making it an ideal offensive and fast-paced Pokémon. Trainers quickly realize its capacity to anticipate and counter foes with psychic precision. Moves such as Psychic, Future Sight, and Morning Sun allow Espeon to combine offense, prediction, and sustainability. Its high speed enables it to strike before many threats, while its special attacks exploit type advantages over fighting and poison Pokémon. In single-player playthroughs, Espeon often serves as a lead or mid-game sweeper, providing clarity and control during battles where prediction and timing matter. The daytime evolution mechanic also adds a layer of narrative charm.
trainers who actively monitor the passage of time or adventure during sunlight hours feel rewarded, making Espeon's evolution both a gameplay and story-driven event. Its bond-driven nature ensures that the Pokémon feels like a partner rather than just a stat sheet, embodying trust and mutual understanding.
In competitive formats, Espeon excels as a fast special attacker and utility Pokémon. In singles battles, it functions as both a cleanup sweeper and a predictive threat. With access to moves like Psychic, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and Calm Mind, Espeon can handle a variety of matchups while maintaining offensive pressure. Its Magic Bounce ability, introduced in later generations, provides unparalleled utility. Any status move or hazard aimed at Espeon is reflected back at the opponent, rewarding careful prediction and positioning. In doubles, Espeon's speed and Magic Bounce create strategic opportunities. It can redirect entry hazards like Stealth Rock or screens like Light Screen back at the opposition, disrupting setup strategies while dealing reliable damage. Though its defenses are moderate, its combination of speed, predictive power, and type coverage allows it to carve out a role as both a support and offensive pivot, depending on team composition.
Espeon's anime portrayals reinforce its calm, perceptive nature. In Johto-era episodes, trainers are often shown marveling at Espeon's ability to sense danger, anticipate moves, and provide guidance. Its evolution from Eevee is frequently depicted as a serene, almost magical event, emphasizing the bond with its trainer and the clarity of sunlight that triggers the transformation. Espeon has also appeared in critical story arcs where psychic insight is required, solving puzzles, sensing hidden threats, or protecting weaker Pokémon. Its gem is often visually highlighted as a focus of power, and its attacks are portrayed with fluid grace, reinforcing its elegance and intelligent persona. These moments in media portray Espeon as both a strategic combatant and an empathetic companion, a Pokémon whose psychic powers are matched by loyalty and awareness. Fans often interpret Espeon as embodying foresight, wisdom, and mental acuity within the Eeveelution archetype. Jolteon is speed and unpredictability. Flareon is warmth and explosive power. Umbreon is stealth and endurance, and Espeon is intellect and anticipation. Its psychic motif, gem-based design, and serene demeanor suggest inspiration from mystical felines and psychic archetypes in folklore. In fan communities, Espeon is celebrated as the mindful elegance of the Eevee family. Artwork frequently depicts Espeon gracefully surveying its surroundings, meditating under sunlight, or engaging in psychic duels with precise control. Its design symbolizes mental sharpness and awareness, a Pokémon that thrives on focus, reflection, and the subtle manipulation of reality through its psychic gifts. Espeon's primary strength is its combination of speed and high special attack, allowing it to hit before most opponents and deliver devastating blows. Its psychic typing offers coverage against fighting and poison types, while Magic Bounce adds an additional layer of utility, turning opponents' strategies against them. In regular gameplay, evolving Eevee into Espeon during daytime allows players to capitalize on early offensive options and prepare for challenging gym battles or wild encounters.
However, Espeon is vulnerable to dark, ghost, and bug-type moves. Its moderate defenses make it susceptible to retaliation if it is predicted incorrectly. Trainers often pair Espeon with Pokémon that can cover these weaknesses or help remove threats through status control or hazard management. When built with proper movesets, items, and team synergy,
Espeon can dominate both single-player adventures and competitive play, maintaining a balance between offense, prediction, and utility. Espeon has endured as one of the most iconic Eeveelutions since Generation 2. Its combination of elegance, intelligence, and offensive capability has made it a fan favorite in both casual gameplay and competitive strategy. Beyond battles, Espeon embodies the ideals of insight, loyalty, and measured action, traits that make it appealing as both a character in the anime and a partner in player journeys. Its cultural impact is notable in fan art, merchandise, and storytelling. Espeon represents the subtle power of clarity and foresight, a Pokémon that does not rely on brute strength or speed alone, but on understanding, anticipation, and careful execution. Its design with the focused red gem and lived violet body continues to symbolize psychic precision, elegance, and the serene power of the mind. Espeon is a testament to the depth and diversity of Eevee's evolutionary potential. Its daytime evolution, psychic abilities, and elegant design make it a Pokémon that rewards thoughtful play and careful bond building. Unlike its siblings, whose power is expressed through fire, electricity, or shadow, Espeon channels strength through intelligence, precision, and loyalty. In battles, journeys, and fan imagination, Espeon embodies the principle that foresight and strategy can be as powerful as raw strength. From the moment it evolves under the sun, Espeon serves as both protector and seer, blending elegance, mental acuity, and offensive prowess into a single, memorable Pokémon. Across games, anime, and fan culture, Espeon remains a shining example of what it means to evolve with insight, grace, and purpose.
As we wave goodbye to the Johto region, we set our sights on Sinnoh and the next two Eeveelutions in our journey. Leafeon, the verdant guardian of the Eeveelution line. Among the many evolutions of Eevee, Leafeon stands out as a living embodiment of nature, growth, and vitality. Introduced in Generation 4 during the Sinnoh era, Leafeon captured the hearts of trainers with its serene, forest-inspired design and connection to the natural world. Unlike the elemental energy of Jolteon, the fiery intensity of Flareon, or the shadowed mystery of Umbreon, Leafeon represents harmony with nature, patience, rejuvenation, and the quiet resilience of life itself. Leafeon evolves from Eevee when it is leveled up near a moss rock, a unique method that reflects its affinity for nature and the earth. This evolution mechanism emphasizes environmental connection, rewarding trainers who explore the world attentively and engage with natural habitats. Once evolved, Eevee transforms into Leafeon, a quadrupedal creature with leaf-like ears, a leafy tail, and delicate green patterns along its body that shimmer in sunlight. Pokédex entries describe Leafeon as a Pokémon that purifies the air and thrives on photosynthesis. Its body converts sunlight into energy, making it remarkably self-sufficient while giving it an almost ethereal, radiant glow in daylight. Leafeon's movements are graceful and deliberate, a reflection of its connection to forests and meadows. It can sense subtle changes in its surroundings, detecting nearby wildlife, weather shifts, and even approaching trainers with remarkable acuity. The design communicates its elemental nature. Leafy appendages, soft green tones, and a flowing, organic silhouette make it feel rooted in the earth while ready to move with the wind. In the anime, Leafeon's first appearances often emphasize its agility, natural instincts, and ability to thrive in lush and vibrant environments, reinforcing its status as the verdant protector of the Eeveelutions. Evolving Eevee into Leafeon offers a unique gameplay experience. Trainers must take Eevee to a moss rock, often located in forested or hidden areas, creating a sense of exploration and discovery. Once evolved, Leafeon's stat distribution favors high attack and defense, making it a durable physical attacker, capable of leveraging its grass-type moves in strategic ways. Moves like Leaf Blade, Giga Drain, and Swords Dance highlight Leafeon's offensive potential, while Synthesis allows it to recover health and remain resilient in prolonged encounters. Its grass typing enables it to counter water, ground, and rock-type Pokémon, making it an excellent choice for gym battles, route exploration, and post-game challenges. Leafeon's evolution process also adds narrative charm. The Moss Rock evolution mechanic ties the Pokémon to its environment, emphasizing patience, exploration, and attention to detail. Trainers often describe a sense of wonder upon witnessing the transformation. Eevee's soft brown fur is replaced by Leafeon's leafy green elegance, symbolizing growth, harmony, and newfound strength.
In competitive play, Leafeon occupies a niche as a physical attacker and tanky pivot. In singles, it excels with moves like Leaf Blade, Knock Off, and Swords Dance, allowing it to deal significant damage while maintaining durability. Its high defense stat and access to recovery options like Synthesis make it effective in drawn-out battles where patience and careful prediction are key. Leafeon's ability, Chlorophyll, doubles its speed in sunny weather, allowing it to outpace many opponents and strike decisively. When paired with weather-setting partners or sun-based strategies, Leafeon can shift from a defensive stalwart to a rapid offensive threat, embodying versatility and adaptability. In doubles, Leafeon benefits from its combination of bulk and strong physical attacks. It can act as a supportive wall, controlling threats while leveraging high-damage moves to take advantage of openings. While not as flashy as some sweeper Pokémon, Leafeon's reliability and resilience make it a strategic choice for teams that value calculated offense and environmental synergy. Leafeon's appearances in the Pokémon anime frequently showcase its connection to nature, agility, and nurturing qualities. In the Pokémon anime, Leafeon has been depicted protecting forest Pokémon, guiding trainers through dense woodlands, and demonstrating remarkable reflexes in both combat and everyday challenges. One memorable moment features a Leafeon fending off aggressive wild Pokémon while maintaining calm and control, emphasizing its role as a guardian and protector of natural habitats. These portrayals highlight Leafeon's balance of grace, strength, and environmental awareness, reinforcing its identity as the embodiment of the natural world among the Eeveelutions. Fans often interpret Leafeon as a symbol of harmony, renewal, and life energy. Its leafy appearance, serene movements, and sun-powered abilities evoke connections to nature spirits, forest guardians, and the cycles of growth and decay. In fan communities, Leafeon is celebrated as the peaceful power of the Eeveelution family, where Jolteon is energy, Flareon is intensity, Umbreon is mystery, and Espeon is intellect. Leafeon represents the resilience, patience, and nurturing force of life itself. Artwork often depicts Leafeon basking in sunlight, racing through fields, or harmonizing with forest Pokémon. Its design communicates both fragility and strength, highlighting its dual role as an agile attacker and a protective guardian of natural spaces. Leafeon's aesthetic has made it popular in fan art, cosplays, and merchandise, emphasizing its elegant and serene qualities. Leafeon's core strengths lie in its physical prowess, durability, and environmental synergy. Its grass typing provides clear advantages against water, ground, and rock-type Pokémon, and its strong attack stat allows it to capitalize on these matchups.
Its recovery options and defensive stats enable it to sustain in drawn-out fights, making it a reliable choice for trainers seeking consistency and versatility. However, Leafeon has notable weaknesses. It is vulnerable to fire, ice, poison, flying, and bug-type moves. In high-level play, careful team composition, predictive switching, and itemization are essential to mitigate these vulnerabilities. When used effectively, Leafeon's combination of physical power, tactical recovery, and synergy with sun-based strategies makes it a dependable and impactful member of any team. Since its introduction in Generation 4, Leafeon has endured as a beloved evolution. Its connection to nature, elegant design, and versatile battle capabilities ensure that it remains popular among fans, casual trainers, and competitive players alike. Beyond gameplay, Leafeon symbolizes growth, patience, and harmony, representing an evolution that rewards attentiveness, care, and environmental awareness. Leafeon's influence extends into fan lore, anime narratives, and merchandise, solidifying its role as the verdant sentinel of the Eeveelutions. Its presence evokes themes of natural guardianship, environmental harmony, and the power of quiet strength, a Pokémon whose power is as much about resilience and protection as it is about offense. Leafeon is a testament to the diversity of Eevee's evolutionary potential. Its moss rock evolution, connection to nature, and balanced combat abilities make it a Pokémon that embodies patience, growth, and strategic foresight. Unlike the explosive energy of Flareon, the speed of Jolteon, or the mystery of Umbreon, Leafeon channels strength through harmony with the natural world, turning sunlight, terrain, and environmental awareness into a source of both resilience and offense. In the forests, fields, and fan imagination alike, Leafeon stands as the living embodiment of nature's enduring power. Its leafy form, radiant green energy, and serene demeanor remind trainers that strength can flourish in quiet, consistent growth, an evolution that balances grace, strategy, and connection to the world around it.
Glaceon, the icy sentinel of the Eeveelution line. Within the rich tapestry of Pokémon evolution, Glaceon represents the serene, crystalline beauty of ice and the precision of cold-honed strength. Introduced in Generation 4 during the Sinnoh era alongside Leafeon, Glaceon captivated trainers with its frost-like design, elegance, and methodical approach to battle. While Jolteon crackles with electricity, Flareon radiates heat, Umbreon thrives in darkness, and Espeon embodies intellect, Glaceon personifies clarity, patience, and the unyielding endurance of ice, silent, formidable, and brilliantly precise. Glaceon evolves from Eevee when exposed to an ice stone in later games, or by leveling up near an ice rock in earlier generations, emphasizing its elemental affinity with cold environments. This evolution method underscores the connection between Pokémon and their habitat, rewarding trainers who explore icy terrains and engage with environmental challenges. Once evolved, Eevee transforms into Glaceon, a quadrupedal fox-like creature with pale blue fur and sharp, crystalline features. Its ears and tail resemble ice shards, while its fur is soft yet durable, capable of withstanding sub-zero conditions. Pokédex entries highlight Glaceon's ability to freeze moisture in the air and create icy structures around its body, allowing it to control the battlefield and strike with chilling precision. Its movements are fluid and calculated, mirroring the stillness and inevitability of ice itself. Design-wise, Glaceon's angular, crystalline aesthetic communicates both elegance and lethality. Its frosty blue tones evoke cold beauty, while its piercing pale eyes suggest intelligence and awareness. In the anime, Glaceon often appears in snowy landscapes
or winter-themed episodes, emphasizing its adaptation to harsh conditions and its quiet, commanding presence. Evolving Eevee into Glaceon offers unique tactical opportunities. Trainers who take Eevee to an ice rock or use an ice stone witness a dramatic transformation. Eevee's warm brown fur gives way to Glaceon's icy blue coat and crystalline appendages. Glaceon's stat distribution favors high special attack and solid speed, allowing it to deal significant damage while maintaining nimbleness. Moves such as Ice Beam, Freeze Dry, and Mirror Coat highlight Glaceon's ability to control the pace of battle while exploiting opponents' weaknesses. Its ice typing provides clear advantages against grass, ground, flying, and dragon-type Pokémon, making it a versatile choice for gym battles, Elite Four challenges, and wild encounters in snowy regions. Glaceon's evolution mechanics also add narrative flair. Its transformation underscores the theme of adaptation and environmental attunement, reinforcing the idea that Eevee's potential is shaped by context, care, and exploration. Players often describe the evolution as magical, the chill of ice crystallizing around Eevee, transforming it into a Pokémon of both beauty and deadly precision. In competitive formats, Glaceon excels as a special attacker and counter to common threats. In singles battles, it often serves as a swift, hard-hitting offensive Pokémon, capable of eliminating grass, ground, flying, and dragon-type Pokémon. Moves such as Ice Beam, Blizzard, and Shadow Ball allow Glaceon to cover multiple threats while maintaining consistent damage output. Its ability, Ice Body, when used in Hail, provides recovery and longevity, enhancing its effectiveness in drawn-out battles. In doubles, Glaceon benefits from its strong special attacks and elemental coverage. It can serve as a nuke against opponents vulnerable to ice-type moves or synergize with Hail strategies to capitalize on Ice Body recovery. Though Glaceon lacks the bulk of some defensive Pokémon, its precision, speed, and type coverage make it a formidable asset when positioned strategically. The Hail also serves as a way to ensure you can take advantage of Glaceon's Blizzard, completely nuking both opponents' Pokémon. Glaceon's anime appearances often emphasize its grace, patience, and icy command of the battlefield. Episodes frequently show it navigating snowy landscapes with elegance, using ice-based moves to control terrain, protect allies, or challenge adversaries. Its calm demeanor and tactical approach mirror its in-game strengths, reinforcing its identity as a calculated and intelligent combatant.
Notable episodes feature Glaceon supporting trainers through harsh winter environments or confronting threats that exploit cold terrain. Its ability to manipulate ice and snow in both offensive and defensive contexts underscores its role as a versatile and reliable partner, capable of adapting to challenges with precision and poise. Fans often interpret Glaceon as the embodiment of quiet strength, endurance, and elegance. Its icy aesthetic, crystal-like features, and serene movements evoke imagery of frost spirits, snow guardians, or mythical creatures of winter. Within the Eeveelution family, Glaceon represents the strategic precision of elemental power, where Jolteon is lightning, Flareon is fire, Umbreon is shadow, and Leafeon is life. Glaceon is the calculated, unyielding force of cold. Artwork frequently depicts Glaceon amidst snowstorms, frozen landscapes, or atop ice cliffs, emphasizing its grace, isolation, and tactical intelligence. Its popularity in fan art, merchandise, and cosplay highlights its enduring appeal as a Pokémon that combines beauty, strength, and elemental mastery. Glaceon's strengths lie in its special attack,
Ice-type coverage, and battlefield control. It is a formidable counter to grass, ground, flying, and dragon types, making it invaluable in both casual and competitive play. Its precise offensive capabilities allow it to clear threats efficiently while maintaining strategic positioning. However, Glaceon is vulnerable to fire, rock, fighting, and steel-type moves, and its moderate defenses make it susceptible to retaliatory strikes. Trainers must carefully manage its positioning and exploit type advantages to maximize its potential. When paired with supportive teammates or hail strategies, Glaceon can dominate opponents, proving that patience and environmental awareness are as crucial as raw power. Since its debut in Generation 4, Glaceon has become one of the most recognizable and elegant Eeveelutions. Its frosty design, strategic potential, and serene presence ensure lasting popularity among fans and competitive players alike. Glaceon embodies the themes of adaptation, patience, and precision, offering trainers a Pokémon that rewards tactical thinking and environmental awareness. Its cultural significance extends to fan lore, anime narratives, and merchandise, solidifying its role as the icy sentinel of the Eeveelutions. Glaceon represents clarity, resilience, and the quiet power of the natural elements, a Pokémon that commands respect through precision rather than aggression. Glaceon exemplifies the diversity and depth of Eevee's evolutionary potential. Its ice-type specialization, elegant design, and methodical approach to battle create a Pokémon that rewards careful planning, strategic insight, and environmental attunement. Unlike its more explosive or flashy siblings, Glaceon demonstrates that control, patience, and elemental mastery can be just as powerful as speed or brute force. In snowy forests, frozen peaks, and trainer adventures alike, Glaceon moves with precision, grace, and unwavering determination. Its crystalline form, icy powers, and serene demeanor make it a true testament to the quiet brilliance of the Eeveelutions, a Pokémon that combines beauty, strength, and elemental mastery into a single enduring figure.
Glaceon's strengths lie in its special attack, ice-type coverage, and battlefield control. It is a formidable counter to grass, ground, flying, and dragon types, making it invaluable in both casual and competitive play. Its precise offensive capabilities allow it to clear threats efficiently while maintaining strategic positioning. However, Glaceon is vulnerable to fire, rock, fighting, and steel-type moves, and its moderate defenses make it susceptible to retaliatory strikes. Trainers must carefully manage its positioning and exploit type advantages to maximize its potential. When paired with supportive teammates or hail strategies, Glaceon can dominate opponents, proving that patience and environmental awareness are as crucial as raw power.
Since its debut in Generation 4, Glaceon has become one of the most recognizable and elegant Eeveelutions. Its frosty design, strategic potential, and serene presence ensure lasting popularity among fans and competitive players alike. Glaceon embodies the themes of adaptation, patience, and precision, offering trainers a Pokémon that rewards tactical thinking and environmental awareness. Its cultural significance extends to fan lore, anime narratives, and merchandise, solidifying its role as the icy sentinel of the Eeveelutions. Glaceon represents clarity, resilience, and the quiet power of the natural elements, a Pokémon that commands respect through precision rather than aggression. Glaceon exemplifies the diversity and depth of Eevee's evolutionary potential. Its ice-type specialization, elegant design, and methodical approach to battle create a Pokémon that rewards careful planning, strategic insight, and environmental attunement. Unlike its more explosive or flashy siblings, Glaceon demonstrates that control,
patience, and elemental mastery can be just as powerful as speed or brute force. In snowy forests, frozen peaks, and trainer adventures alike, Glaceon moves with precision, grace, and unwavering determination. Its crystalline form, icy powers, and serene demeanor make it a true testament to the quiet brilliance of the Eeveelutions, a Pokémon that combines beauty, strategy, and elemental mastery into a single enduring figure.
Goodbye, Sinnoh, and welcome to Kalos, the home of our last Eeveelution, and in many eyes, the strongest member of the family. Allow me to introduce Sylveon, the graceful guardian of the Eeveelution line.
In the ever-expanding roster of Eeveelutions, Sylveon stands as a symbol of compassion, charm, and gentle power. Introduced in Generation 6, Sylveon brought a fresh and enchanting dimension to the Eeveelution family, highlighting the blend of elegance, support, and emotional resonance. While Jolteon embodies speed, Flareon radiates fiery power, Umbreon thrives in shadows, and Espeon embodies intellect, Sylveon captures the essence of empathy, charm, and the subtle force of love, soft yet unwavering, delicate yet formidable. Sylveon evolves from Eevee through friendship, combined with knowledge of a fairy-type move, such as Baby Doll Eyes or Charm, making it unique in that its evolution intertwines bonds, emotional connection, and learned ability. This evolution mechanic emphasizes care, patience, and understanding, a Pokémon whose growth mirrors the emotional maturity and connection between trainer and companion. Upon evolution, Eevee transforms into Sylveon, a sleek quadrupedal Pokémon adorned with soft cream-colored fur, pink accents, and ribbon-like feelers that radiate both charm and strength. These feelers, often depicted as both decorative and functional, are extensions of Sylveon's energy, used to communicate, manipulate, and soothe allies or intimidate foes. Pokédex entries highlight Sylveon's ability to emit a calming aura through its feelers, using this energy to alleviate hostility or influence emotions. Design-wise, Sylveon is elegant, balanced, and approachable. Its large blue eyes convey warmth and empathy, while its flowing ribbons communicate grace, motion, and the extension of its mystical energy. In the anime, it's frequently portrayed as a companion that inspires trust and affection, emphasizing its role not only as a fighter, but as a healer, mediator, and guardian of emotional balance. Evolving Eevee into Sylveon is a process steeped in both care and attention. Trainers must build a strong friendship while teaching it a fairy-type move, reflecting a bond-driven, interactive evolution experience. Once evolved, Sylveon excels in supportive and offensive roles. Its high special defense, combined with respectable special attack and solid speed, enables it to operate as both a buffer and a precise combatant. Moves such as Moonblast, Draining Kiss, and Protect highlight Sylveon's versatility, allowing it to heal, shield, and deal damage as needed. In single-player adventures, Sylveon is invaluable against Dragon, Dark, and Fighting-type opponents, providing consistent damage and reliable support. Its role often emphasizes strategic timing, positioning, and balancing offensive and defensive actions, making battles feel both dynamic and nuanced. The evolution process adds narrative charm. Witnessing Eevee's transformation under the influence of emotional bonds and fairy-type ability creates a memorable moment. Eevee's playful energy and brown fur give way to Sylveon's refined elegance, symbolizing maturity, trust, and the manifestation of gentle power. In competitive play, Sylveon excels as a special wall, support, and fairy-type offensive threat. Its high special defense allows it to endure special attacks, while moves like Moonblast, Hyper Voice, and Wish enable it to control battles effectively. Its ability, Pixelate, converts normal-type moves into fairy-type moves and boosts their power, turning even basic moves into powerful offensive options. In singles, Sylveon functions as a balanced force, capable of punishing dragon types, countering dark types, and supporting allies through healing and protective strategies. Its combination of offensive coverage and defensive reliability allows trainers to employ it flexibly, adapting to threats while providing consistent utility. In doubles, Sylveon's supportive abilities shine even more. It can protect allies, control field hazards, and amplify moves with Pixelate to hit multiple targets effectively. Its combination of charm, healing, and offensive potential makes it a cornerstone for teams that value versatility, prediction, and sustained strategy. Sylveon's anime appearances emphasize its role as a compassionate, graceful, and occasionally playful partner. In key episodes, Sylveon is often shown calming feuding Pokémon, assisting trainers with emotional challenges, or turning the tide of battle through clever use of its fairy-type abilities. Its ribbons and feelers are frequently depicted in motion, symbolizing its reach, influence, and elegance. One notable appearance features Sylveon using its soothing aura to defuse hostility between Pokémon groups, demonstrating its empathetic powers alongside its combat capabilities. These portrayals solidify Sylveon's dual identity as both fighter and healer, reinforcing the idea that strength is not solely measured by raw power, but also by influence, care, and presence. Sylveon is widely interpreted as the embodiment of love, charm, and harmony. Its pastel design, flowing ribbons, and calming aura evoke fairy-like imagery, mystical guardians, and protective spirits. Within the Eeveelution archetype, Sylveon represents emotional intelligence and relational power. Where Jolteon is energy, Flareon is intensity, Umbreon is stealth, and Espeon is intellect, Sylveon channels empathy, grace, and subtle influence. Fan works frequently depict Sylveon assisting companions, floating among flowers, or defending Pokémon with gentle determination. Its aesthetic and narrative appeal have made it a popular subject for artwork, merchandise, and storytelling, embodying the principle that emotional bonds are a powerful force in both battle and life. Sylveon's strengths lie in its balance of special defense, offensive fairy-type coverage, and supportive utility. It excels against dragon, dark, and fighting types, and can sustain itself and allies with healing moves like Wish. Its versatility allows trainers to employ it as a wall, a support Pokémon, or a moderate offensive threat, depending on team needs. However, Sylveon is vulnerable to poison and steel-type moves, and its moderate speed can be exploited by faster attackers. Optimal play requires awareness of positioning, prediction, and strategic use of moves and abilities. When built thoughtfully, Sylveon is an exceptional addition to any team, providing a blend of utility, offense, and emotional resonance.
Since its introduction in Generation 6, Sylveon has become one of the most beloved Eeveelutions, celebrated for its elegance, utility, and charm. Its design and mechanics emphasize the bond between Pokémon and trainer, highlighting the importance of care, attention, and emotional connection. Sylveon represents a new facet of Eevee's evolutionary potential: grace, empathy, and subtle power manifesting in both battle and narrative presence. Its popularity in fan art, merchandise, and competitive play demonstrates the enduring appeal of a Pokémon that combines beauty, strategy, and emotional influence. Sylveon embodies the principle that strength can be gentle, that leadership can be compassionate, and that subtlety can wield great power. Sylveon exemplifies the balance of elegance, intelligence, and empathetic power in the Eeveelution family. Its fairy-type abilities, bond-driven evolution, and versatile battle potential make it a Pokémon that rewards patience, care, and strategy. Unlike its more aggressive or flashy siblings, Sylveon channels strength through influence, support, and emotional connection, proving that gentle power can be as formidable as any physical strike. In battles, adventures, and fan imagination alike, Sylveon glides gracefully, ribbons flowing, aura glowing, a living testament to the harmony, trust, and subtle brilliance of the Eeveelutions, a Pokémon that combines elegance, strategy, and heart into a single, unforgettable entity.
As we drift to the end of our journey through Eevee and its wondrous evolutions, we hope you've enjoyed this calming exploration of these beloved Pokémon. If you found yourself smiling, learning, or simply relaxing along the way, please consider subscribing to our channel so we can share even more peaceful adventures with you. Don't forget to like this video if it helped you unwind, and leave a comment below sharing your favorite Eevee evolution or a magical Pokémon moment that brings you joy. Your support helps us continue creating these soothing journeys, and we can't wait to explore more Pokémon worlds with you in the future. Sweet dreams, and may your nights be filled with the warmth of friendship, the spark of adventure, and the gentle magic of Pokémon.